Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. And if you would, well, Grandpa's not a financial planner. That's why. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I mean, have everybody subscribe, even your mother in law. Okay, what is going on with Tesla? Did we have fun today or what? Yes, we did. We had fun. Okay, so Grandma, quit saying stuff to Grandma. Grandpa's trying to concentrate. Okay, so what are we going to cover in this live stream? I'll tell you what we're going to cover. We really have some good news for you, according to Grandpa. So you might want to hear this one. Okay, we're gonna go through Divergence, uh, and it's good news. We're gonna talk about the indexes, the dominant trend. We're gonna talk about the fair closing price for tomorrow and beyond. Grandpa is calculating the fair closing price now for you. Uh, we're going to talk about the upside range and the downside range. We're going to talk about the fair opening price. When Grandpa calculates, I calculate based on what would be fair for the stock to actually do. And on my openings, my guys can attest that I'm about 90% right. But I don't suggest that you trade my opening price. I'm not telling you to do that. That's not how Grandpa trades, and if I do, I usually don't do so good. But what I do is I calculate the fair opening price. I calculate the fair closing. Where are we going to close tomorrow? This is so important. So I better get at it. We got a lot to go through. Okay, so Tesla today had a high of 251.15, which really doesn't represent the fact that at 9 a.m. when the delivery numbers came out for Tesla, they drove the price quickly up to 260 for a couple minutes, and then they pulled the plug. And I believe they knew this the day before. You know, they blamed it on the war the day before the drop, but I think they were just enjoying every minute that a person went long up towards the top. Um, so anyway, a high at 251.15, a low at 241.50, and we closed at 249.02. Grandpa had said that I expected an opening price of 256. Where did I say it was going to open yesterday? 256.80. I hit it right at 4 a.m. at the Chinese Open. I hit it again at 7 a.m. and I missed it at 9:30. However, between a little bit after 9 o'clock, I hit it just a little bit before the 9:30 opening. So Grandpa's opening has a wide range. It goes from 4 a.m. to 9:30, and sometimes it goes to 9:40. Okay, so enough of that. Where was I? Okay, we had from high to low today. The range from high to low was $9.65. However, if you take in consideration the drop that we took today was actually $19.50 from 260 down to 241.50. She just, the low at 241.50 was just nasty. But we had a good time trading, and some of our people did better than others. Grandpa's in the red just a little bit, and I anticipate being back in the green tomorrow and doing some selling. Grandma's in the red just a little bit. Same for her. Treason trucker, however, got out of his shorts today. He, he he's been trying to get out of those shorts for 3 days, and today he got out of them. He sold out at 246 and rebought long at 242 because he sold his longs the other day at just under 260 and yesterday. And so he is up over 29,000. Up over 29,000 in a little over 2 weeks of trading with Grandpa. Now, why do these guys all do better than Grandpa? Even Grandma does better than Grandpa. There's got to be something wrong with Grandpa. And Jeff is a little bit in the red, but overall he's still way up in the green. And he's just about back to even. And he's still alive. We thought he was dead. When the price went to 241, nobody could get a hold of him. He didn't have phone signal, he told me, where he was at. So he couldn't even talk, trade, or do nothing. Couldn't even see where the market was. Just unreal. Okay, so let's get at it. Divergence. We got Divergence. Volume rose today by 7 million shares, but on falling prices. 93 million shares were bought and sold in Tesla today, and but the average is 90.5. So we're getting a little bit more volume to go with this movement we're getting here. It was a wild day. Now, this is a little bit bullish for the stock, and I believe we had the same thing take place yesterday. Where do I got it written? Slightly bullish, yes. We did 7 million on falling prices yesterday, and what did we do today again on falling prices? 7 million again, and so we're getting higher volume on lower prices. Typically, you would say it's a warning, but the warning is that we're likely to go up. It's a little bit bullish, and we've got 2 days in a row of it. Indexes today. S&P and the NASDAQ both closed in the green, but not by much. But Tesla just terrifically underperformed the market. I mean, by a lot. By a lot. Those delivery numbers, that was a rug pull, I'll tell you what. So now let's talk about the dominant trend. The dominant trend. Yeah, I think you're going to really like to hear what Grandpa's got to say when it comes to where we're going to open tomorrow. Not so much that, but where Grandpa thinks we're going to close, and where I'm going to tell you where I think we're going to close all the way up through the 10th and beyond. But you got to remember, trading is reactive. Trading is reactive, not predictive. Every day when Grandpa goes in, I have a new set of numbers to work with my little pen and paper and my notebook, okay? Because things change in the real world. And what Grandpa calculates is always the fair. What is fair for Tesla? What would be fair? What is the fair price to open at? What is the fair price to close at? But they don't always do what is fair. Keep that in mind. They don't always do what is fair. Okay, dominant trend is still up, and I'm going to show it to you. We're looking at the 4-hour chart right here. We are under a buy signal with massive red candles. We've got These are 4-hour candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 4-hour candles, and it's all downhill. Matter of fact, we went all the way down to 241.50, and we're still in a buy signal in this chart. In this 4-hour chart is still in a buy signal, and I anticipate a green candle tomorrow in this 4-hour chart, but we have no sell signal yet, none. Now let's look at the daily. The daily, very important to understand what is going on in the daily. But first of all, I want to show you a W. Because why? Because it's bullish. Down, up, down, up. See this red candle right here? I anticipate a green one tomorrow. Okay, so let's look at the daily closely. This is not a sell signal yet. This is an indecision candle followed by a red one. We are still in an uptrend. Tesla has gone up as much as 56 days in a row without losing the dominant trend. Do I think it's going to do that this time? No, I do not. But I do anticipate a green candle tomorrow, and maybe some sideways action here up through the 10th is what I'm really looking for. And so you look at what we got going here, okay? Indecision, red candle. Then let's go back over to 9.6. Okay, 9.6. We went up and down $19.50 today, okay? But over here, we went up and down 24 bucks on an indecision, followed by a red candle, and off to the races we went. I think our race is just going to just about be run when we get up to 270 on the 10th. Adjusted down from 275 after today's finale with things are a bit more negative with these delivery numbers now in the stock. So even though the robotaxi thing is going to be bullish, it's just not going to be as wonderful as it possibly could have been. And Grandpa's got that all figured into his Grandpa calculates, you know. Okay, so here's your, we got a W, remember? Grandpa believes we're going to get a cream. We're still, the dominant trend is still up. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Here's your weekly, okay? Look at these beautiful candles. She's still going. This bus is still running a little bit. Where's it going to run to? Right about there, 270. Right there. We hit 271 before. I think we're going to touch it again. I think we may close at 270 on the 10th. That's what Grandpa thinks. I think we're going to close right about 270, and I think we're going to bounce off a 271 area. Okay, so what are we looking at this for? Well, Grandpa's got, this is a weekly chart. It's an extremely strong chart, okay? And we have what's called a cup and handle. Here's your cup, and here's your handle. I could be dead wrong, but I don't think we're going to do more than just get back to the peak of the 271. I think this cup and handle might fail. Might be it's not a failure to Grandpa, but usually a cup and handle would take you up to 280, 300 bucks, you know, at least, maybe 330. Okay, that's what you would anticipate, especially in a weekly chart. but I have my doubts. I have my doubts about that. So let's look at the monthly. Monthly is a buy signal. If you have the daily, the weekly, and the monthly all in a buy signal, you have the dominant trend. And the dominant trend is still up until it is down. And that's the way it is. And we will see. We'll probably know tomorrow if how this thing works out. Okay, so enough about the dominant trend. Oh man, what do I want to do here? Upside potential. Where do we have resistance to the upside? Okay, well we broke through 250 this afternoon. We went up to 251 something and turned south again. 251.15 to be exact. And right now we're hovering around 248. So we have a tiny bit of resistance at 250 and a little bit at 257, but we have resistance mainly right now at 259 area, and 261.50 is important. I think we just might get a wick up to that 261 area tomorrow. 265, of course, we have resistance up above, and then 269 and 271. Expect the unexpected with Tesla. Always, always save some ammunition, save some money. Don't just go all in on something. Always expect, have a plan for a worst case scenario to get some more shares type of deal. Okay, that's what I'm saying. On the downside, we got support. We will have support tomorrow in that 250 at 250. Once we get above that 250 some, it'll act as support. 246 to 250, important numbers for support right here. Of course, 244 will act as support again now that we're back above it. 241 held us today. 241 and a half is the low. We do not want to lose 241, I can tell you that. Absolutely, because if we do, you're looking at a little bit of support at 237 on our way to 231. That's what you're looking at. Okay, for tomorrow's opening price, and then I'm going to go through where we are going to close tomorrow in Grandpa's fair opinion. Grandpa does stuff fair. But first I'm going to give you the opening price. The opening price for tomorrow, the fair opening price for Tesla is $247.25. $247.25. Gapping down approximately $1.75 from the close. Don't panic. Grandpa sees this as a good thing. Okay, just don't panic on this news. Now let's talk about where Grandpa's calculated out that we're going to close tomorrow all the way through the 10th. Tomorrow, the fair closing price for Tesla is $259. That's the close. That don't mean that's going to be the high of the day. I anticipate the 261, 262, possibly. I just don't know. All I know is, according to my calculations, 259 is the fair closing price for tomorrow. However, on the 4th, on 10/4, which is Friday, I think we're going to fall back, and that we're going to close around the 256.50 area. That's the fair closing price so far. And I'm going to give these each day now at 6:30, 6:30 in this live stream, so so I can adjust them daily for you as things change in Tesla. But yeah, for right now, I'm anticipating a fallback on Friday and an opportunity to get back in maybe the 255. Maybe she drops down to 254, 255. Get out up in the 259, 261 area. Rebuy again. And then on 10/7, I think we're going to close back up at 258.40. That's Monday. That'll be the following Monday. 258.40, I think we're going to close that. On 10/8, Tuesday, I think we're going to close at 260.70. And let's see, what else do I got? On 10/9, I think we're going to close at 260.85, which is a whole whopping 15 cents more up. So no biggie there. So 10/8 and 10/9 in the 260.70 to 85 range. And then on 10/10, I anticipate a close of 270. I think we're going to bounce right off of that 271. This is Grandpa's opinion. Okay, the fair price right now for the 10th. Yesterday it was 275. But after this rug pull, the fair opening price is currently 270 for the 10th. Robo-taxi day. And I anticipate it falling back on the 11th, according to what I've got calculated, by a couple of bucks at least. So, what else does Grandpa know? Anything? So what happened today? The people that know in advance pulled us down on Thursday some with that war news. I think the scare, they took advantage of that. And today, expectations on deliveries, they've been hyping it for a month. I thought we were just going to be stagnant. I didn't even anticipate bullish. I was anticipating that they had already priced it in. That's what I was telling Owen last night, and but I was way off on that. They deliveries were disappointing to say the least. So, but nothing Tesla can't pull through. But we have some bullish news coming up for the 10th. Get out of Dodge is Grandpa's opinion in that 259, 261 area. Rebuy on Friday. That's Grandpa's story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll tell you what, Treasonous Trucker, he got in at 240, 242. He's long at 242. And he's going to be up in the 30-something thousand range here shortly. He says it's better than trucking. Imagine that. I'm going to have to ask him how he goes and does that, makes all that money. He claims he does it listening to Grandpa. I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, we got church tonight. Pastor Dan and his wife are going to be there. And I'm going to see if I can get him to sing Do Lord. Do Lord, oh do Lord. And tomorrow I'll be back at right around 9:15 a.m. and we'll do it again. We really have fun. Like, share, and subscribe Tell people about Grandpa, even if you don't like him. Grandpa tells good, true stories. Okay, let's see. What do we say now? Grandpa's got to get ready for church. That's what I say. Um, got to put my shoes on and my socks, and my shoes and my socks. Hey, hey, let's ring the bell first. Wait a second. Oh, the bell's ringing. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. Bye-bye.